Hey, good morning. I hope you're having a good day so far today. It is not the morning for me anymore. It is actually just afternoon-ish, I think, around there. But so far today, I have already gotten most of my plants taken care of, but I'll still give you an update on how everyone's doing. Like, I got all the lucky bamboo and just all my water plants except for the two arrow gardens done. So most of it is already done, like for the cleaning and stuff. I just haven't done the two big arrow gardens because I wanted to show you how their roots are doing, and I haven't like shown you in a while, I think. I can't remember the last time I did. But yeah, I haven't done that yet, but let me show you how everyone's doing before I get those guys. This is, since she's over here, this is Sandra. She used to live over here, right here next to Lloyd, but she likes the light more, so I put her over here. But Lloyd is also doing very well. I repotted him like 3 weeks ago now, I think, into this clear one. I obviously just gave him water. He actually drinks all of that within like 2 days. It's kind of crazy how thirsty he is. But yeah, he's loving this new container, which is amazing. I'm so happy because I love him. Andrea used to live next to him, but she likes it over here more, so I have her over here, and she's doing very well. And then these guys, it's a bit of an update, kind of a sad one. Yeah, one of my lucky bamboos did not make it. I kind of had a feeling because of last week, it wasn't doing well at all, but yeah, it didn't make it. But these two guys are doing great, so that's exciting. This guy, I almost need to, like, I probably should honestly, trim a little bit so that way it doesn't like just keep getting super stretched out. And then this guy is also doing really well, so yay. It's just like that guy didn't make it through winter, which is kind of a shame, but you know, it happens. My very, very tall lucky bamboo is also doing very well. I was nervous about this guy for a bit because its roots were a little bit rough, but it does have healthy ones starting. You can kind of see the white one there in the middle. But yeah, its roots weren't doing well for a bit, but now they're doing a lot better. And this guy, what? No, don't fall. This guy is also doing really, really well. This is my little money tree, and I have to remember not to touch the underside of this guy's leaves because they're very sticky. These leaves, for some reason, are turning yellow, and I do not know why. I'm hoping it's just because it's going to be growing some new leaves, like here, and it's just like getting rid of the old ones. But I don't know. I'll find out as time goes on. But these guys are doing really well as well. These are my chia seeds from Christmas, and they're starting to get like actual leaves on them and not just the first set, so you can kind of tell like how they're doing or how they're like growing in their leaf shape and everything. So these guys are actually doing great. They're loving the windowsill. The only problem with them, because there is a problem with them, and it's not like the plant themselves, because they're doing great, but I don't know why. But this soil or whatever it is, clay, sand, I don't know what it is. It's just what came with the kit. This was also part of the kit. Hang on. This little guy. And yes, he's also doing very well. It's just very tiny, but it has its second set of leaves starting too. It's a little terrarium-like thing. I don't have the lid on it because it wasn't liking the lid. But yeah, so these guys are doing great. This guy doesn't have any, but this container, it's disgusting, honestly. It's a lot, but this guy has so many fungus gnats in it. This guy doesn't. That's why I don't think it came like in the soil, like from the kit. And it's not a new thing. I'm putting the other guy back, sorry. It's not a new thing. Like in my room, I have fungus gnats. They're just, you know, you have plants, you have fungus gnats. But anyway, I don't know why they are loving this container. I just sprayed like crazy bug spray in here this morning. It's all dried and stuff. This is what I use. I use this stuff and it works great. So it seems to like get rid of everything that it needs to. It's just a like bug soap, I guess. I'm not sure. It just seems to work well. And I sprayed it this morning because like I came over to check on these guys and there were so many fungus gnats. It was honestly disgusting. So yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but the plant is doing well, so I'm happy about that. It's just like they have a lot of bug friends. Over here on this shelf, my pink plant, I don't know what it's called. I need to trim this or pull this leaf off. I will in a second, but this guy is still doing okay. It still like only has 3 leaves, so I don't know what's going on there, but that's just how it wants to live, so that's just how it's gonna be. I find this little guy super pretty, so I'm enjoying it a lot. And then my little fuzzy, I don't know what it is, plant is also doing really well now that I cut the flower off of it. It's like growing a bunch of little leaves starting, so it's very exciting. And then this guy, last week I cut the lavender back in half, and it is definitely very grateful for that. Everything is super wet because even though I said last night that nothing really needed water, I thought everything needed water, so it was kind of the opposite. But yeah, this little tomato is doing well. It's definitely like not the healthiest, but it's doing well. This one is better. You can just tell because it just feels much more sturdy. And then over here, I'm sure you've noticed her in the background of like pretty much every video. I don't know if you've noticed how tall she is getting so quickly. This is Debbie. She is named after a hurricane. But it is a, what is she? Bird of paradise. All I could think of was paradise. I knew it was paradise something. But she's a bird of paradise, and like, I don't know what's going on, but like, she's so tall. It's like, it's up higher than I am now, and I realize she's sitting on a table and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know what happened, like overnight. She's just like grew like crazy, and it's very exciting because like, I don't know, maybe we'll get a flower this summer. I still have Sam over here. This is my Christmas tree. He got watered yesterday, so I can put him back today. But this is my lavender. It is doing very well. I'll be cleaning this guy in a minute. And my little petunia seems to be doing well in here with the lavender friend, which is exciting. I'll get to see their roots too. But yeah, the lavender definitely is doing well. I don't need to cut it or anything. It's just like doing its thing. But yeah, it's doing very, very well. I hope the roots are still doing good. And then this tomato is extremely impressive because like, look how full it is. This guy is gonna do great. I hope it does well. Like, I might not, honestly, because it is doing so well. I might keep it in my room. This might be one that stays in, but the other two tomatoes will go out, and the lavender will go outside in spring. But this one might stay in my room because it's like enjoying it in here so much. But yeah, this little tomato is doing great. And then over here, last area, these are my cut petunias that I took off of my petunia last week. But she needs to, like, I need to take up quite a bit of the flowers that dried up off, but I'm still gonna keep the, like, leaves and stuff, until they go, but yeah, that's doing good. And then down here is, another petunia that I cut. I don't even know when I cut these guys back. Had to have been last month. But some roots are starting in the bottom, so I need to take care of that, because this is technically now a plant. And then over here, I have two more tomatoes. These guys, this one I just watered last night and it already feels light, but I'm gonna leave it. But yeah, these guys are more tomato cuttings and they're doing good. This guy had some stress that it went through, but it's okay now. And this guy is going to, once it like fills out a little bit, is going to be so sturdy. I mean, like, look at those roots. These two will be going outside in the spring. And then up here is my petunias. Again, I just cut her back last week like crazy, but she's already doing much better than last week. You can tell how she's like starting to get new leaves and stuff started. Like down here, you see the little one starting. She is, how old is she? Over 2 years old now, living in water the entire time, so it's pretty darn impressive. And I have my tomato plant, which, yeah, it has a lot of tomatoes in here. So the tomatoes aren't quite ripe yet. They're still growing. But yeah, there are a lot of tomatoes on there, which is very, very exciting. This is my avocado that I talked about last night. Last week when I showed you it, it had this leaf right here. This leaf was all that it had. Maybe that one, teeny tiny. But look at all the little tiny leaves that are starting in there. I know it's out of focus, but there it goes. But yeah, look at all the tiny leaves in there. So it might actually be starting to fill in finally. Like maybe it just has to go through however many cycles of those. It's like 3 leaves and then it starts to get more. I don't know. I'm just happy that the little guy is doing better because I was very, very nervous when it only had 1 leaf. But yeah, it has been a very like everything plant care day today. I wasn't expecting that. As I said last night, I didn't think anyone really needed much, but it turns out everyone needed at least something because I have trimmed my Ponytail palms, I gave my aloe water, and that thing I like rarely give water, but I figured I might as well give it some. It looked a little bit dry. But I even did that. Like, I've given literally every single one of my plants at least something, a trim, water, something, has been done to everyone today. So it's kind of funny when I wasn't really expecting to need to do much. Also, I will mention it now. Yes, all of those are my socks. They are clean. Well, not all of my socks. I have some more hanging off to the side there too, behind the wall. So I have more, but they are all clean. They just hang there because I don't like how things feel after like going through the dryer. So they go through the washer, but not the dryer. So they hang dry. So that's why those are there. But anyway, I need to clean my lavender and the petunia that's in here. And let's see how we're doing, because I haven't shown you their roots in quite a while. It feels like quite a while anyway. I wanted to show you them today. Ooh, the petunia has a ton of roots. That's exciting. Okay, now I need to not drip water all over the place because this isn't clean water. All right, can you see? The lavender's roots are still a little bit dark, but they're definitely better and they're thick, which is exciting. And then can you see the lavender? Yeah, or the petunia's little roots. So they're doing good too. And now I just need to get this guy cleaned out, which won't take long. I'm gonna do it in the sink behind you. And I really need to take this pump out. Will I today? No, I'll just mention and say that I have to, but I won't do anything about it. Because, I need my paper towels. Where are they? There they are. Because the pump doesn't, and I know I'm talking behind you, I'm sorry. But the pump doesn't work anymore, so I need to take it out. It doesn't move any water. It just kind of makes a lot of noise, so I don't plug it in anymore. So I need to take it out, but it's just one of those things where I won't. I'll just complain about it forever. I'm filling the bin back up, so hopefully you can hear me over the water. But I think the main reason I don't take the pump out is because, one, I can't replace it because they don't make it anymore. I think the whole company is out of business. But the main reason why I don't take it out is because I still kind of have a small amount of hope that it will one day work again. Like, you know how that happens. Like, I'm not willing to take it out yet because I'm just like, maybe it'll work. I don't know. I can hope, right? All right, is everybody out from there and not getting squished? Yep, we're good. All right. All right, these guys are all clean and ready for another week. And yes, I know doing it every week might be a little bit excessive, but it works for me. So that's what I do. And their roots, honestly, if I don't do it every week, they rot so fast. So I need to. I know it's not a shock with how many tomatoes are on there, but I accidentally bonked a tomato off, which is kind of a bummer. But this guy, it's okay. I guess it was just ready. I don't know. But anyway, this guy is quite heavy because of all the tomatoes. This tomato is almost ready to go. That'll probably need to be pulled in the next day or so. I don't know. These, there are, I don't know, you can't see. It has like these little waterfall spots for like to get water up into the higher parts of the roots. But the ones that don't have any plants in them, I'll try not to get it in the video because it's really gross. And just like mildew and it's just nasty how full these things get. And every so often I need to clean it and it looks like, yeah, that's just gross. It's just like a bunch of green algae, I guess, growing in it. I'm sorry if you can't see anything but my arm there. To get this guy lifted up and put in the sink so I can rinse the container out. This one's pump still works, thankfully, because this one does a lot more than the other one does. It's a lot more important. It's stuck. There we go. All right, let's see. Can you see their roots? I'm kind of dripping everywhere. This one's the petunia and this one's the tomatoes, and amazingly enough, neither of the roots need to be trimmed. I am shocked by that. Let's dump this water. This is kind of gross. oddly enough, the lavender and the little petunia next to you there's water was clean, for once. Usually that one's been nasty. But this one was gross. That's kind of shocking. It was backwards this time. Oh, and by the way, I just realized something. I said last night that if you watched like last night's video as well, I'm filling that up. But if you watched last night's video as well, I believe that I definitely said I was going to be painting my nails after I finished recording. Well, obviously I did not paint my nails. I meant to, but then I got distracted and then I was just like doing nothing and then I went to bed. So you know how that happens. I meant to, but I didn't. And then today I haven't yet because my hands have been taking care of all the plants and I haven't really been able to. Is that filling? Yeah, we're not overflowing yet. But but I haven't had a chance to because my hands have been wet or like working with the plants all day and I didn't want to smudge the nail polish. So that's why they're not painted yet. Hopefully I'll be able to tonight, but honestly I highly doubt it. I'm gonna try though. We're about halfway full over there. I'm filling that with hot water. That's not good. I have to wait a minute for that to cool off. It's steamy. I don't want to put my plants in hot steamy water. That will not be good for their little roots when they're used to, you know, room temperature water. Thankfully it won't like take too long to cool off. I think that should be okay. I've let it sit for like 5 minutes-ish. Oop, that's facing the wrong way. I need to turn it around. So that way the water would cool off and I don't like hurt them. Because again, when they're used to like cool room temperature water going to steaming water, it's probably not something that would do good things to their roots. Almost forgot about these guys. Excuse me, I need to get at the scissors behind you. Excuse me. Here they are. We're standing in front of my scissors. All right, I don't think these guys need the scissors, but I do need to like make sure none of them are yucky in with the healthy ones and to change the water. This one has a root. Can you see? That's a very healthy root. All right, now for the flowers, I'll trim it before these guys. I need to take the flowers off that are like wilted, and then I'm just gonna change the water because they're very fresh. They're, yeah, everything at the bottom's fine. I don't need to like go through them and make sure they're not like rotting. They just need some fresh, clean water. Yeah, that was a lot of plant care today. I think that everything that I did that I wasn't videoing also took like probably 45 minutes to do, and then however long, well, I can look. It took me 16 minutes and 23 seconds to do all of the plant care today, so like an hour for everybody today. Yeah, and I was expecting everyone to not really need much. It's always funny how that happens. Oh, and also, I'm not going to show you it right now because I don't feel like going downstairs at the moment. But the bird feeder, if you watched yesterday's video, I filled up the bird feeder and we also got a new one, for the tree, and they have found it. I think it's only the small bluebirds, like with the orange chest. I don't know. Are those just called bluebirds? I'm not sure. I just enjoy them because they're cute. I don't know much about birds though. But those guys are the only ones who have found the new treat, like, container tray thingy. It's pretty cute though because they just kind of hop on it, grab a couple pieces and fly away. They don't really sit there and eat out of it. They just like have it as a treat and take off with it. It's pretty darn cute. I get to change the yarn color again today. Where are my scissors? I know they're in here. Here they are. It's hard to see them with all the yarn in there now, but I changed the yarn color today. I had a feeling, because when I went out to work out, it's a few hours later, by the way, since last time I saw you, but when I went out to work out in the garage, it was really cold out there. Like, I wasn't expecting it to be that cold, but yeah, I was pretty confident in the fact that I would have to be changing the yarn color today. It's blue again. But yeah, it is like ridiculously cold out there, especially compared to yesterday. Like, it's so cold that it's supposed to snow tonight. So yeah, if that doesn't tell you how cold it is, that's, yeah. So hopefully maybe we'll see if there's some snow in the morning. I doubt any will stick through the day, but you never know. I can always hope. And then it won't be as cold, even though it'll be technically colder because there will be snow around. It won't be as cold feeling to me because there will be snow on the ground. But anyway, since last I saw you, nothing too exciting happened. I was gonna paint my nails, but then I got distracted and I didn't. And then I just went out and worked out in the garage, and that's pretty much it. And now I'm here to knit. And the sun is still kind of up. Kind of, sort of, but it's super cloudy out, so that's why it doesn't look like it is. Also, with my plants, I told you I got everybody, literally everyone that I have taken care of today, including the 4 guys behind me there. If you can even tell, I don't really know because it's pretty far away. I trimmed the one in the middle there just a little bit, just a couple leaves. This guy had 1 leaf that had to come off, and then that guy had actually quite a bit, and then I like wound the vine around a little bit more to get it more thick in inside the pot. But that's it. That's really all that I did there. And then the turtles, which are the one that's hanging, that guy, I just added some water. I didn't cut it because it doesn't need to be yet. I just watered it. But yeah, every single plant in my room. Oh, by the way, this is a random. I just think it's funny. I grew, this was an accidental thing. It just kind of grew on its own from a seed that was in there from probably the year before. But it was my mystery plant of the year last year. But outside in the garden, there was a pumpkin, a white pumpkin plant, and I still have, I'm looking at them and they're starting to turn a little bit yellow, so they're not exactly white anymore. I should probably think about getting rid of them because one of them is really yellow, like off-white, not yellow, off-white. But yeah, I do still have those, and a couple of them were cut back in August of last year, so I'm quite impressed that I still have those. And they're quite big too. I'm honestly like, cause I didn't like grow them purposely. I'm impressed at how big they got. But anyway, I'm gonna knit this really quick and then I will be right back. All right, I am almost done with the knitting for today. I have a couple more stitches, and while I was knitting, I realized something that I need to fix because it has been bothering me for a good while. I don't know if it's been bothering you, but I mean, like, it's in this frame. So it's been bothering me quite a bit just because it's facing the wrong way, and I'm going to fix it now. But after I show you the blanket, here it is for the day. Hard to tell, but the blue new row is up here, and there's the whole thing so far. It is getting quite long and I'm loving it. Also, all of these little I don't know, yarn tie color change aside from where I changed the colors. I've been really enjoying them. I was going to cut them off and like try to make it blend in, you know, as I go along, but I think I'm gonna leave them even after it's finished because I like seeing like where I changed the color. It's hard to show on the video. You can kind of see it like when I fold it back, but I enjoy seeing all of that, like where I changed the color and stuff. So I think I'm gonna leave it. Anyway, the thing that has been annoying me for quite a while, and I realize that like it'll take 2 seconds to fix, is that dolphin. It is facing the wrong way and it's very annoying. So I'm just gonna fix it right now. There we go, that's better. It's just been like, it's facing the wrong way because everything else is just like, he's still spinning. Hopefully it'll even out. I just flipped it around. I just flipped the hanger the other way, so it should be facing that way. Yeah, see, that looks much better to me. I don't know why I haven't done that. It seriously took 2 seconds to do, and it's just one of those things, you know how it takes 2 seconds, so you're not gonna do it. Oh, and I'll show you one of the pumpkins. I have 4 of them. I have one of them that's bigger than this, so this one isn't the biggest, but it's also not the smallest. The smallest one can like, it's like the size of my hand. But yeah, this one is not the biggest one, and I still have, you know, 4 of them from last year's growing season, and I check them weekly, but the one that's over there that's bigger than this one, That one should probably go because it is a rough color, but the smallest one, that one's still okay. Like you can tell, like it's obviously not white anymore. It looks more yellow in the video than it is in real life. It's more of like an off-white color. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's not like the color that you're seeing. It's not quite that yellow. But yeah, this is one of them, and I have 4 of them, and I still have them because they're still okay, and I'm not willing to get rid of them yet, but I think I'm gonna have to part with them in the very near future because that one is starting to get really questionable looking. But let me put this guy back. I figured I'd show it because, you know, I mentioned it. But anyway, thank you so much for helping me with all my plants today. It was a lot, and I know this video was kind of very much on the longer side, so thank you for watching it because yeah, it was a longer one, but you know, taking care of so many plants, it takes a while, and I enjoy showing you all of them. And no, I didn't get to painting my nails today. Maybe I'll try doing it tomorrow. I don't know. What am I doing tomorrow? I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. Maybe I will paint my nails because I don't think much is going on. Oh, probably not going to be doing much because it's supposed to be kind of weathery out there. It's going to be like a wintry, snowy, slushy, icy mix thing tomorrow, I think. So I doubt I'll be getting out tomorrow, so I might get a chance to paint my nails, which will be good because I've wanted to do that for the past couple of days now. I just need a good, like, I don't know, I like to give my nails like an hour for them to dry. So I just need to give myself that time and do it. Otherwise, if I don't do it tomorrow, I'll try and do it on Sunday because that's my rest day and like where I don't work out or anything, so I'll have time to do it then. But yeah, if I don't do it tomorrow, I'll just get it on Sunday, hopefully. Besides that, I have no idea what I'll be doing tomorrow. It's just gonna be a rainy day, which will be kind of nice. But anyway, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you had a good day today, no matter what you did. If it was a lot or a little, it does not matter. I just hope you had a good day today. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for the next video. I don't know what it'll be, but I will see you tomorrow no matter what. So thank you so much for watching today's video and hanging out with me. Bye! I'll see you tomorrow.